welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be doing something a little different again, and this time it's going to be doing Love Nikki 2020 events in a nutshell. I got this idea because I watched this guy called Giga. He makes anime nutshell videos, which I thought were really fun, and I thought that maybe I could do it for the Love Nikki events, and this took way longer than I expected because he does it for seasons, but bro, I did it for the year, and I decided to not only do the cost, I also did like a little bit of information and like some other recharges, like not all of the boutique recharges because your girl cannot, like I can't. I also did like hell events and like collaborations. So yeah, that's 2020 in a nutshell for us, but why don't we just go through it one by one, events only. Like I'm not going through every single recharge, but I'm going to go through most of the events that are in the year with trailers, and we can go through the lovely times together. Disclaimer, like all this information I gathered from Love Nikki wiki and the Reddit page from the Squirrel Squad. Like I got a whole bunch of information like this, and without further ado, let's start off with the very first event of the year. It was kind of from December to January, so it's a little bit of a cheat, but I didn't want to just forget about it. So here is the Miku event. So for the Miku event, I kind of liked it. Like I was really stoked that it came from the Japanese server, but when Lena and Rin came to our server, I'm like, yo, they're kind of stiff, and their makeups are also kind of weird, maybe because their eyes are super far apart, and I didn't end up getting the last node anyways because it was too expensive, and I felt like getting 3 different kinds of Hatsune Mikus, it wasn't the best use of diamonds, even though it was really cute, and I do use the hair from time to time. Overall though, I would give this event 8 out of 10. Next up, we have the sleeping girl. She totally fit my aesthetic. Like I love her so much, even though I don't use any part of her. Actually, I lied. I used the snot bubble, but like her hair is kind of messy, kind of hard to use. She's super busty though, just saying. And then the bed item, it's also kind of hard to use. Like unless you have a Nikki with a lying down pose like this one, then yeah, you're gonna have a hard time trying to style with it. But overall, really cute. 8 out of 10. So along with the Dreaming Nikki suit, there was this recharge that came along with it. I personally, I liked the pose. I really like this pose in general, but it was hard to use. I didn't even get it, and like it was whatever to me. I think it was like $4.99. For the Muha event, I was also really surprised because I felt like this year was the year of collaborations, and for this one, it was very neat. Like I loved the concept of it. I loved how it reminded me of tarot cards. I loved the themes of like spring, summer, and autumn, winter. But like honestly, it was not my style, even though they were busty AF. Like yo, you girls actually look fire. However, it was not worth the diamonds in my opinion, and one thing I hate about collab events is that they don't come back. If you had these 2 outfits, it would be a total of 2,370 diamonds, but if you didn't get it this time, then you probably won't ever get it again, maybe. I think. I'm like almost certain for this. This one, I'll give it like a 6 out of 10. As for the next event, it's Surprise Invitation, and it was 3,240 diamonds with free tries, and it was a packing event. So I really liked the suit because again, she was like my aesthetic. I loved her facial expression, and I also really liked, well, I didn't like the fact that she was injured, but when she was rubbing her ankle because I think she was trying on too many shoes, I thought that it was like a really neat story that it was portraying. And as for this one, she is called the Ferrero Rocher girl in my opinion because she looks like it was inspired by that chocolate. So overall, I would give this event like an 8 out of 10 so far. We don't have anything higher than that. As for this one, it was the Kagura Priestess that followed it, and it was a 520 VIP recharge. And next we have Cloud Fairy, and this was 2,980 diamonds with free tries. I really loved this event, and I loved the aesthetic again. It was so up my alley. It was light green. We didn't have a lot of the light green outfits so far. And as for the other girl who was in this little terrarium style jewelry box, I really liked her too, but I guess I like the Cloud Fairy more, so I decided to get that instead. And even though I still really like it, I think I'd still give this event an 8 out of 10, just because the Cloud Fairy, she's kind of hard to style with, like especially with her hair and her makeup, so even though she fits my aesthetic, you know. And then next we have another collaboration. So it was 6,666 diamonds on average to pull all of the suits. So it was the Anna and the Elsa suit. Anna had really crazy long legs, which was actually very comical. I did like her makeup, even though it was more cartoony than we expected. And as for the recharges, it's like whatever. I think I still got it anyways because it was pretty cheap. Elsa, when she was not in her Frozen Ice Queen dress, it was okay. But like her makeup though, her makeup in the actual pavilion dress, yo, that's lit. In her actual pose, it was very commanding. Like I would definitely be one of her followers if I had the chance to. But yeah, like this was actually a very lit event, so 9 out of 10. Then we had the SOS event, which was also called like the Garden of Spiral Staircase. And for this one, it was really neat because it was a pick and choose event. We actually recently had it on our server. And for this one, the suits were all individually very beautiful, but even though I did get 2 out of the 4 of them, I rarely see myself using it. I've seen people use a lot of the Jealous Phantom's mirror because it's actually very useful in the Starry Quarter. However, Fleeting Dream, even though supposedly it was my favorite, her makeup is so hard to use because her face looks like it's sliding off her face. And World and Atlas, like, she's kind of the typical cloud dress, so I don't really feel much about it. It was about 10,200 diamonds for all of the nodes together, and overall I'd give this whole event maybe like an 8 out of 10 because it was pick and choose. Next we have the Cloud Tea Party. It was 0 diamonds. It was a hella long event. Like, it was so long to complete, but it was a welfare event, and the suit, even though it was like very, like, there's a lot going on with the pose and the theme, it was free. So like, can you really complain? And by the way, the promotional pictures for these type of welfare suits, they always use this makeup, and I hate it because it never really fits the theme. Like, I hate this. We'll keep an eye out because there's something like that later. So next we have the Nether Angel event, and honestly, I forgot this event existed. I was not a fan of this because even though the purple was great and all, it was kind of boring. And as for the other girl, it looked messy. I didn't like the makeup. I didn't like her bangs. I did like the yin and yang boots. Overall though, I'd give it like a 4 out of 10. And as for Rogue Hunter, it was a 520 VIP recharge. It was cool and all. I just got some Blue Exorcist vibes actually. I didn't buy it and I wasn't really a fan of it in the end, probably because of her eyebrows, but yeah, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10. Then we had another welfare event. She was amazing because she was a CT party one and it cost 0 diamonds. So again, I think the event format was a little bit long, but whatever. She was really cute. I love her pose because her feet are separate from the rest of her body, which is really useful and versatile, and again, she was free. So 10 out of 10 for this one, in my opinion. As for the next event that followed this, it was the Muha event, and it was another collaboration, and this time it gave like the other 2 seasons that were not covered. So I think last time it was the fall and the winter one, and this time it's the spring and summer one. So again, we had our busty little girls. They looked really, really good. However, none of them came with makeup, and I guess like it was okay because for 2 suits it was 2,310 diamonds. Besides the fact that like it's really beautifully drawn, I wouldn't ever see myself using this, so I didn't get this. So I don't know, maybe 7 out of 10. Following this event, we had the Wood Wonderland event. When I first saw her, I was blown away. I thought that it was the perfect suit for April. It had very great Easter vibes, and it was this light, beautiful green, and she came with a little snitch ball kind of thing with wings, and overall she was very elegant and beautiful, so I would actually give her a 9 out of 10, and she cost about 3,500 diamonds, as in like a guesstimate. And as for the next one, we had Spring Painting, which was again another welfare event. It should cost 0 diamonds for everybody who participated in it. If you see a welfare event, then by default, it's already a 7 out of 10. And then we had the Universe Tide event, which was the Hell event, and it was 12,990 diamonds, excluding the SSR suit. If you wanted to include that, that would be 24,000 to have all of the suits. And let me tell you, I really, really liked this event because everything here, I felt like all the outfits were very unique in their own way. Nuptial Needlework, I loved the background item. I loved the pink. It was definitely up my alley. But most importantly, I really, really loved the Mushroom Girl because she had the sweetest makeup with the sweetest background item, and I loved the mushrooms because it gave me Studio Ghibli vibes, and everything about this aesthetic was 10 out of 10. As for Royce, we got to see him look like Finn from Adventure Time with really long hair, and we saw him holding Neva, which was really cute. Plus the chessboard item was so useful in the Starry Corridor, and Nidhogg over here, I had to put him in here. There was so much footage I needed to delete from this video, but I had to keep this in because we had to simp together. We are together on this. And I guess for Dark Verdict, it was really nice in the sense where that S-shaped body was amazing. Like those thighs and legs go for miles and days. And as for the makeup, it was also very sexy. So even though I didn't get it, I do appreciate how good looking it was. So overall, I would give this event actually a 10 out of 10 because I really liked it. And for the recharges that followed it, I'd have to say that I really liked Pegasus Dream at first, but then when I started thinking about it, I started to regret because this makeup, even though I do use it a lot, like $80 to $100 for a makeup, like I'm just saying 80 to 100 because USD and Canadian dollars are different. I don't use any other part of the outfit, especially the hair, because the hair comes with these enormous ears that are actually so obnoxious. Like they're so in the way, and the fact that this expensive outfit didn't provide us with the versatility of taking off the ears is ridiculous. But I still bought it anyway, so who's the loser now? As for this one, this was like the Ferrero Rocher part 2 or like version 2. It gave me a little less chocolate vibes, but it was so sweet even though the makeup is actually kind of difficult to style with. And as for Magic Recipe, I cannot express how much I hate this makeup. I actually despise it. I hate the little star in between. I hate it, and I hate her mouth. But actually, the one thing that is redeeming about this whole outfit is the hair, because the hair is so useful. There's a lot of poof in it, so it's really fun to play with. And as for this suit, this was like $100. And yeah, you had a golden mermaid tail and all, but like I heard that it was not very versatile. Her makeup was not it. I can't with these little dot shaped eyebrows. It just makes me so mad. And as for the fox one, I also did not like her. I did not like her background item. I did not like her hair. I did not like anything about it besides the little foxtails. But even then, I spent so much money for what? These foxtails that I can't even see because my dress is too big. That's just like a first world Nikki problems. And another lucky bag for this event was this peach one. So okay, I did not like the makeup, I did not like the hair, I didn't like anything about it, but together as a whole I really liked it because maybe there was like this Chinese background. The peach she's holding, I like it. It's really cute. It reminds me of those like peach buns, but like it's not actually a peach, it's for good luck. And yeah, I don't know, all in all, I feel like these recharges are really nice to look at, but when you sit there and look at your bank account, you kind of start regretting. Following this, we had Lie of Moonlight, and it was 3,360 diamonds with free tries, and it was a packing event where you had to have stamina. I cannot say this enough, but I hate the guy. I'm sorry. Like, I really don't like the guy because he gives me fedora vibes. Like, he gives me a nice guy's type of vibe, and I just hate his pose because he's not standing properly. Like, I want him to exert power and to like exude confidence behind the phantom in the opera girl. Like, if he had both feet planted on the floor and just stood behind her with the same expression, I guess it would be okay. But now he just looks like a little weirdo off on the side, and I just was so mad because he was the first tier, and all I wanted was the Phantom of the Opera girl's hair. She was so pretty, and her makeup too. I just wanted her, and the fact that he had to come first. What a cock block, seriously. And alongside this event, we had Sakura and Dream. It was a recharge for 520 VIP. And I was going to say I had nothing to say about this, but then I realized that this outfit is actually very useful in terms of making Starry Corridor entries where the Nikki is like turning away from the screen. If you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments below. As for another recharge that I actually ended up getting was Symphony Star, and this was a recharge of $4.99 with a monthly card, like I'm almost sure. And she was so cute. I love the cheerleading. I love how it was like baby teal and yellow and those little cute teddy bears. I obviously had to buy it, so I would give this an 8 out of 10. We have Deluge Dragon, and this was 2,450 diamonds with free tries. Even though there's a male in this suit, like he's kind of useless because I thought his dragon tail would be so dope, but it looks like a toy when you actually apply it onto the Nikki. I guess like the one redeeming quality of him is probably the fact that he has really nice eyes, but overall I think I would give this like a 6 out of 10. And following this, we had a recharge. This was for Kindred Earl. I was never a fan of him, even though he's really cheap. Like, I think people said they gave them CL or Black Butler vibes. I can't really see it. I just really don't like his hair and his pose. I could have spent $1 on him, but I was like, nah. No thanks. And then after this, we had Promise Parade. It was also a wealth where it required 2,332 stamina. It was cute, you know. I think the pose was separate. I'm almost certain that the legs were separate. So if that's the case, then I would give this suit like a 9 out of 10, just because it was free, technically free. And following this, we had another collab. So like I said, this year was a year of collabs, and we had the Disney collab where we had the princesses, Cinderella, Ariel, and we had the lovely Rapunzel, which was actually a recharge. So I was really upset that it was a recharge because she was actually my favorite out of the 3 of them. I was also really disappointed because the Ariel suit got censored, so you can watch my other videos to find out how and why. I guess like the one good thing about the Ariel outfit was the hair and the bubbles that were animated, but otherwise it was pretty disappointing. Like, the only mermaid that could have given us a real mermaid tail, we could not use it, so that was really dumb. And Cinderella, like, I just don't want to talk about her because she's ugly. Her makeup was so ugly. I can't. Overall, I would say this event was like a 6 out of 10. So next we have a welfare again with so many welfares, the year of welfare and collabs. For this one, it was the Big Head Nikki, and I cannot stress this enough. I love this event, and I love her head, I love her body, I love everything about this suit. I'd give it a 20 out of 10 because she's so adorable and free. Next, we have Black Cat Legend, and I also really like the event. I love the spell circle underneath her. I thought it was dope, even though there are some cat smokes around it. I guess it takes away from its versatility, but overall, still really cute. And believe me when I say I tried to like this event. I really did. Like, I really tried to like this outfit too. But her pigtails and her dress and everything else, it was just so hard to use. Her ears weren't even separate. It was part of the hat. And yeah, I would give it a 6 out of 10. And as for the sweet bubble tea suit, that was $1.99. I think it was pretty cute. It did not come with this makeup, by the way, but it did come with an arm pose of the bubble tea holding, so I thought that was cute. And she had the little tapioca on the hem of her dress, so yeah, not too bad. Another recharge that was following this was the Lightbringer suit, and okay, I got her too because I really needed a monthly gift card. The animated item was kind of cool, but overall it's kind of tacky. Oh wait, I lied. I did like this outfit because her hair was fantastic. We also had Moonlight Dancer. It was 1,999 diamonds with free tries. I guess the moon was nice and the clouds and all. Like, it was one of the older events, so I don't blame it for being not as flashy and cool as the most recent events. So, but even then, it was still boring. So I would give it a 5 out of 10. And then next we have Harvest Festival. I really like this event because it was super cute. The sheep girl holding the little fruit basket on top of her head, she had an adorable makeup. She had a cute little pose. She had cute little sheep background items. So I definitely got her and I was super happy about it because you can choose which girl you got first. And as for the scarecrow girl, I think she was kind of pretty, maybe her makeup or something, but I really wasn't looking at her because I really felt that the sheep girl took the spotlight. It was 3,680 diamonds for both of the suits with free tries, and I would give it kind of an 8 out of 10. In this event, there was a recharge called Polar Variation. You had to recharge up to 780 VIP, and I hated that because all the time the dark skin tone makeups are behind a paywall, and I do not know why are we putting this barrier against diversity, you know? Like, I don't know. And then next we had Vivid Green. This event was 2,590 diamonds with free tries. I believe it was pick and choose, and I really liked it because I loved the girl in the terrarium. I love how she was sitting in this little ball with a flower in it, and she had an adorable pose. And then I also was able to get enough currency to get the background item from the other girl. So I would actually give this event like a 9.5 out of 10, even though it was also another old event. And I think with this event, we had the Traveler in Mist, which was also another guy suit. I hated it. I'm sorry, I hated it. Like a lot of guy suits I try to love, but I can't because they just disappoint me so much. And the fact that he had super long hair and he also looked like a fedora weirdo. Like, I don't know why they're always touching their heads. Like, I wish they would just put their hands on their hips or something like that. But yeah, another disappointment that cost $3.99. So for Arcane Astrolabe, this was a lovely event because it was so bright and beautiful, and I spent a lot more diamonds than I expected to because it just, I don't know, it snuck up behind me. I have to say though, I wasn't a fan of any of these outfits. Now that I'm looking back, I kind of regret doing it. And even for Apocalyptic Angel, I tried so hard to love her because of her hair, but girl, I cannot. Like, her hair was actually so hard to style with, and everybody else was just meh. So yeah, I didn't finish this event, and it was like 16,400 diamonds to do all 4 nodes without the free tries on average. So for the recharges that were following this, there was a mirror one, which was actually kind of cool because of the pose. She holds a sword, so I kind of dig that, but I did not get that node. The Divine Deer suit, I am so mad that I don't have it, but it was just too expensive for me to justify spending that much money on that. And the thing that I hate the most is that this was the most expensive suit out of all the lucky bags, and it was my favorite. Like, I love her so much. People were telling me how it was not versatile and blah blah blah, but like, come on, the makeup. If only I could justify spending $100 on it, I would, but I couldn't, so I don't have it, and I'm forever salty about that. And as for the Violinist suit, I just got it because of the wings, but honestly, the eyes, like the makeup, no girl. Either you sleep or you're playing a concert. Choose one. And that's it for the Arcane Astrolabe event. And following that, we had a welfare event with Flying Messenger. It was 660 diamonds for the recolor, assuming you had a 50% drop rate. But all in all, like, if you just wanted the green suit, which was this one over here, then it would be free because it's a welfare event. And you know, it's pretty cute. Pretty cute. And I think the kite or whatever she has in her hands, that one is pretty much a top scoring item. Moving along, we have Deep Sea Secret, and I cannot say, like, this is actually my favorite event. Like, not the event format, but the event itself, because this blue girl takes everything. And I have to admit, I can't really style with her makeup, but honestly, I love this suit so much. It's one of my favorite suits in the game, and because of her alone, Donut Narwhal suit, and I would give it a 10 out of 10. As for Travel Diary, this was also a hugely anticipated event because I think it's just a dark skin tone girl. She looks so good. People were having a bit of problem with her sweat on her face, but yo, I think that's super hot. I didn't really really like this event because it was a pavilion, so obviously some people got it for super cheap and some people like me got it for super expensive, and it was 3,797 diamonds on average for people if they wanted to spend for both suits. Following this, we had Breath of Life, which was also a welfare suit. Let me say that it was another perfect event because it was free, beautiful, and cute, so 10 out of 10. Demon Saw was next, and it was a recharge. Actually, it wasn't even an event. It was 1,460 VIP. I didn't really like it at first, but then I realized that the imposed version actually reveals a lot of things, including the chains on her legs, and I thought that was so dope. But yeah, I couldn't justify spending so many diamonds on this girl as well. And Bad Hunter, more like bad outfit. Okay, moving along. We have Lab X, and it was 1,890 diamonds with free tries. This is a recharge that was along with this event, and I thought that they really matched each other in general, so you know, pretty cool. It was called Forest Spirit, and you had to recharge 650 VIP in order to get it. As for Lab X, I thought that it was a really cool ruin suit because ruin suits always take the cake. Like, I'm also in healthcare, so I have like this vibe with the suit, so you know, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. And following this, we had Heroic Romance. We had the first hot guy that I've seen so far. He has like monkey characteristics, which is fine. He's drinking, which I'm not a fan of. And most importantly, he has a really cool background item. His counterpart is a girl, like the Sakura girl. She's really pretty and stuff. But I did not get her because you can choose. You could have chosen to get the boy suit or the pink suit first, and I decided to go with the monkey suit. And overall, I think I just give this event a 6 or 7 out of 10. If you guys see Moonlight Playground, I didn't actually highlight it in red where it's supposed to be in the earlier part of the video, but yeah, it's a welfare event. And following this, we had another collab, and I was super surprised that it was coming to our server. It was a Disney, Mickey Mouse, and Minnie Mouse collab. I found that it was pretty fun. I didn't finish the pavilion, to the surprise of all of you guys. From this event, I took away the Mickey Mouse hair, the Minnie Mouse makeup, and most importantly, the Japanese Minnie Mouse makeup, which was actually one of the prettiest makeups I've seen so far. There's like this type of softness to it that really makes me smile. So yeah, I don't know, like I would give this event a 8 out of 10 because it wasn't that bad. Like, it was pretty fun and it was long. So yeah, and there was also a recharge event that was coming along with this. It was 2,400 VIP for the chess girl. I was never a fan of Decisive Duel, even though I know it was a fan favorite. It was 1,070 VIP for the white fox, and I absolutely did not like him. Like, I thought he was hot at first, but then his makeup, dude, like I just feel like there's like a lot of toilet paper hanging around, and when he took off the mask reveal, it wasn't it. You should keep that mask back on. And Singing Swallow, it was pretty neat, and it was a 4.99 recharge. So following this, we had Afternoon Fairy Tale with Miss Beverly. She was also one of the most anticipated events that were supposed to come from the Chinese server. I loved her background. Her bay window area, like that was actually so good, and she was so cheap. She was only 1,752 diamonds. So cheap. 10 out of 10 would recommend. And then for this one, we had Riverside Prayer, which was about 420 diamonds on average, but not really. Like, this was also a very difficult event to navigate, and I'm like, okay, bye. I would give it like a 1 out of 10. So for Full Moon Dance, it was so pretty. Imagine the girl being so hot that you simp over for the girl more than the guy. I ended up simping more for the girl instead because her makeup was so pretty, her hair was so pretty, her dress was actually fire and literally fire. And it also came around the month of Halloween, so I thought that it was perfect in terms of timing and theme, so a 9.5 out of 10. As for Abyssal Creeper, I don't know why I got this. Like, I literally don't know why I got this. I forgot why. Probably because she looked like Ursula and she had purple skin and some cool makeup, but yeah, I don't know why I got this. It was 1,200 VIP to recharge for this. And for the bone suit, I mean, it was 150 VIP. So because I got the Abyssal suit, I got this one too. So in November, we're almost here, 2 more months to go, we have Sound of Fall, and it was a stamina event. It cost 5,250 stamina, and honestly, it was great. I loved the window. Every time there's a window in the background, that's already an automatically 6 out of 10, even though the outfit was okay. I remember the welfare event that ran alongside with it, and I got a lot of diamonds back, so you know what? I'm gonna give you guys an 8 out of 10. We have Libra Elegance, so this one, again, another very anticipated event. And by the way, Aries came out. The Aries outfit, it came out, and it's not going to be in order, so I hope Virgo is soon because I am a Virgo and I want a suit for Virgos. She's very beautiful, very elegant, mommy long legs again. Her legs stretch for miles and miles and miles, and I don't know, it wasn't that bad of an event. I think I would just give it like an 8 out of 10 because I'm still waiting for Virgo, and I hope it comes out cute because Aries was so cute, so you guys have to check it out. And the breakfast suit, which was actually a really funny pun, I guess, like breakfast and breakfast, I thought it was adorable with the little toast and the eggs and everything. It was only a recharge for $2.99, but I forgot to buy it, so yeah, it's kind of salty. And for the Hell event, it's called Light and Mirror, and it was 9,540 diamonds for all the nodes. Unfortunately for me, I did not like the last node because her legs were obnoxiously long again. I went up to the 3rd node where I got the blue suit, and I'm just super happy there. And overall, I think I would just give this Hell event maybe a 6 out of 10. Oh, actually I lied. They gave us a lot of diamonds back, so I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because it was so nice. And the recharge that followed along with this was Royal Lotus and the Genie suit, which was 2,400 VIP and 1,070 VIP respectively. So I didn't get either of these suits because I just thought it wasn't worth the hype. Even though they're cute and all, I was actually okay with not having any of them. I settled for Autumn's Kiss, which was even better because the legs were separate and she had really cute elf ears, and she was only $4.99 plus a recharge card, so this was super worth it and I was very happy with what I got. This is Library Night. I was very confused that it did not come with a trailer, but this is the Toilet Paper Girl, and I know a lot of you guys are fans of her, but it's hard for me to say the same. I'm not really a fan of it, but I'm glad because that means I don't have to spend diamonds, and yeah, that's all I can say about it. As for Mark of Youth, 10 out of 10 because it's a free suit, and it was a collab with the old service, so I thought it was super meta. And the 2020 Nikki birthday suit, amazing, free, perfect. You can hear all my thoughts and opinions from the other video that I posted about her, and all the chibis and the little diamonds and the stamina on the stick, adorable. I think that will conclude it for today. So if you wanted to spend diamonds to get all of the suits that you've seen so far, you would have to have at least 135,166 diamonds in total in order to get all of the suits above on average. So yeah, what were your top 5 favorite events? Please let me know in the comments below. For this video, I don't know, I think I spent over 10 hours just making this, getting all the footage and information and calculations and putting it all together. So yeah, I really hope you guys like this type of video. I tried to make it as short as possible. I think I cut up at least like 30 minutes of footage too. So yeah, remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this type of content, and I will catch you all later. Bye!